Hello, my people. Hello, hello. Welcome to Miro African Television. It has been long that I have not shown up. It's because of activities. I'm a little bit busy, but without wasting most of your time, I will be discussing on the issues going on in Lagos, Nigeria. I will not blame nobody. I won't blame the Igbos that their properties are being demolished. I won't blame the Lagos state that are demolishing the properties of the Igbos, but I'm here to give out lecture. So for those living in Lagos, doing their businesses in Lagos, you are in your country. Yes. The question that they normally rise, are we still part of Nigeria? Yeah, you are part of Nigeria. The only matters there is that we don't tell ourselves the truth. That is the only problem. Hello, my brother. Chibuikem. I greet you. I greet you, my brother. Greet you. So we don't tell ourselves the truth. That is the problem we are facing in Nigeria. Igbos are everywhere. Igbos are everywhere around the world, Okon, doing their businesses and their activities, making their money. And it's in our culture that when you make money, you will make guy. You will show it. That is in our gene. But showing that you are a hustler and the only happiness you will get out of your cash is investment and onye na-efe efe. Like people should worship you. You are not dominating anybody. But the country where you are residing, they are misunderstanding everything. And our people also residing in various corners of Nigeria, buying properties. Every state in every country has what they call blue plan of their state. If somebody wants to sell land to you, no matter how cheap and how the best location where you find those properties, please don't rush. And you won't ask him question and he will tell you the truth. In the sense that, why are you selling these properties? He will give you fake information. Maybe he bought those properties and later find out that those areas one day will be demolished. And he got the information from a right source. And he wants his money back. He will not tell you something that will deprive you not to give him his money back and own that property. One. Another thing, if you see a property to buy, don't rush. I know that Igbos are rushing because they want to own it, They don't want someone else to purchase it. They want it to be their own, I'm talking about the issue that went on in Lagos. If the owner of the property gives you everything that you need, don't pay money. Take that document to the Lagos state government. Let them verify if you are allowed to own properties in those territories. And if yes, if you're allowed to develop it, if yes, and what type of buildings should be in those areas. This thing should be in our area, in our ears. Any state, every state have a blueprint design how every area should look like. From Oshodi will be different. Ikeja should be different designs. And if they gave you this approval, don't allow it to be verbal approval. Yes, Oga, we don't hear, they go, you can do it. No. If Lagos State check everything and said, yes, here you can buy, you can develop, and you can build any design of your liking. Thank you, my brother. You can put any structure of your liking in so part of the state. Lagos is like Europe. Many of our people underrate it. Lagos is copying the West, copying it. They are copying their system and everything. And if they give you that go ahead, You will say, okay, Lagos State has approved that I can own this area, I can develop it as I like, not verbally. They should use the letterheading of Lagos State. After writing it, it must be sealed, signed, and stamped. Like that document they are sending to you that their house will be destroyed. You see that it carries Lagos State authentic document that this house, this structure is in a wrong position, and the state want to clear it because nothing should be developed in this area. If should be developed, maybe not one-story building, maybe it should be downstairs. Like people living around Ikeja Airport, you notice that there are type of buildings in those areas because of airport. Get it inside your ears. And if you gather all these documents, permission to buy, permission to own, permission to possess, permission to develop, and what type of structure should be there. After gathering all those things, written, approved. If worst come to worst, take a lawyer. It will only cost you small cash. Take a lawyer along so that at the end of the day, it won't be that what you are holding is fake. It's not them that gave it to you. Go there with a lawyer, more especially not these chocolate lawyers. Look for a chamber that will do those things on your behalf, and they will keep copy of it, and they will give you copy of it, and the state will keep their own copy. Thank you. Thank you, Chibikem. You understand the game. You understand everything, you know. Make you they drink your coffee or they drink your tea, and tea they take. So that's why our people are falling victim. And they are portraying everything as if Lagos State is dealing with the Igbos. No. I believe that some Igbo politicians are communicating with Lagos State, and the Lagos State government are also explaining things that a common Igbo man failed to understand. So that's why I'm making this video. And another thing, I have an alarm to ring inside your ears. Let us go. Let us go. Lagos State don't want us. Nigeria don't want us. Let us go back to East. Before you start packing your bag, listen to this video. Let me advise you again. If you pull your business from Lagos to East, your business will collapse. It will collapse. Why? Since 1960, since Biafran War, Nigeria has never dropped one block in repairing the eastern region. One. Two, the reason why you should not move your business from Lagos to East is that since after Biafran War, Igbos have been living under siege. Not Igbos, Eastern region. Because if I call Igbos, it's as if it's that Igbo now. Eastern part of Nigeria is under blockade. Heavy militarized blockade. I will give you people examples because some may start arguing, some may start, it's not true, we dey here. For those residing in Lagos, you see how you coordinate Lagos State citizens and people living in Lagos State coordinate their business with their nearby countries. Ghana, Cotonou, Burkina Faso, all of them around that area, even up to Liberia. You move around, you move your goods, you move in, you come in, you go out. Business is floating in Lagos. Let me turn to the northern part of Nigeria. All the people bothering the northern part of Nigeria, Niger, Chad, Mali, all these people, the northern area, they are running their affairs. Business are floating, running like there is no borders. Let me use the word, like there is no borders. If you go to the east, we have borders, we have neighbors, we have people there. We have Cameroon, we have Equatorial Guinea, we have Gabon, we have other countries around that area. Do business float the way it floats in those northern and western part of Nigeria? No. You can't move something in and out of Nigeria to Cameroon. You can't do it with Equatorial Guinea. You can't do it with any neighbor within that our eastern region side. That's what they call sea blockade. You can't transport, like if you go to Gabon, they have trillions of fish that if they start exporting it to eastern part of Nigeria, oh boy. If you go to Cameroon, they are farmers. And if at all that area is open, we will have excess food. Even most of the tomatoes they are selling in the eastern region, these Awasa people are selling in the east. They will pass through the northern part, go to Cameroon, purchase that tomatoes, bring it back to Nigeria and bring it to the east. While the border is already there. There is border to move those things. But due to its land blockade, you are not allowed to do it. Let me go to the air blockade. No flight will leave any international community and fly directly to the eastern part of Nigeria. No, they exist. No sea ship can leave any international seaport and dock in Calabar, Port Harcourt, or or wherever. It can't be done. It's not doable. It's not possible. That is sea blockade. Every ship should land in Lagos and enter whatever may carry it from Lagos and be distributing. Any country that runs the economy of that particular area will fold and cripple and collapse and finish. That's why you are not seeing any development in eastern part of Nigeria. If you are coming through land from Nigeria, inside Nigeria, coming from Lagos, coming from Kaduna to the eastern part of Nigeria, you may meet the militaries on the road, you may meet the Navy on the road, you may meet the customs on the road, you may meet the immigrations on the road, you may even meet the Navy on the road. It's allowed. In any area that is under siege, under blockade. Don't say that police are everywhere in the east and they're collecting money. Listen attentively. Don't move your business. Never you leave Lagos. Cry. If you finish crying, clean your eyes and continue your business. The only expo I may give to you people is that make your money in Lagos and move your cash to the east. That one is doable. Making money in Lagos and building that your wonderful mansions in the east. Stop building things in Lagos. That is another expo. You may say that I want to live in big, larger, whatever. Listen. Look around you. Live like Hausa, Fulani. Every other tribes of Nigeria are in Lagos. Those money you are making, they are making the same money. If they want to build, they will build a house that they are ready, willing to forget and leave and run away. They are not building like we are not going again here in our home. You get? If you start developing that way, Lagos State will take their hand to develop. Maybe you will rent. Maybe Lagos State will build a state, go and rent. Yes. Or if they want to sell it, buy one and leave, but don't build on your own. Move your cash and build in the east. That is the only expo I will give to you. So, your politicians in the eastern part of Nigeria, maybe they are afraid, and that is why Peter Obi will never be the president of Nigeria. Because Nigeria is afraid if Peter Obi becomes the president, he will remove that siege. He will demolish that blockade. And if any government demolish that blockade, have you seen dam? A dam. Have you seen dam that is built, the block C? Water will grow and they will be leaving that water small. Nigeria built dam on the eastern part of Nigeria. And the investment are just coming small. Any day somebody blow up the dam, you will see how the ocean will just float. Whoa. And take over all the position that they have been missing that belongs to them. That's why P2B will not be the president. That's why no patriotic Igbo man will rule Nigeria, because of the blockade placed on the Igbos. And this blockade can be lifted if Igbos realize they are still under blockade since the war end. Yes. If Igbos realize it, then they will start discussing it with their politicians. And now their politicians will start pressing Nigeria to lift the blockade. But me looking at the issues today is undiscussed matter in all Igbo elites. Agitation. Something is triggering the agitation because things are not working well. Economy is not growing. Igbos are like slaves. All these things, agitation will come up and they will quench it. So, if you have access to the politicians, the best thing is to ask them that 1 billion naira question. When will the blockade on the eastern part of Nigeria be lifted? Since the end of Biafran War, now is 2023. Tomorrow we'll enter 2024. We are still under blockade. When will that blockade disappears? There, I rest my case today. Thank you, my people. Thank you, my brother, for standing and watching till the end. I'll be coming time to time. The problem is that I study. I don't they get time at all, you know. I want to learn programming, you know, so I don't enter school. So the thing just hooked me. I want to become computer engineer. I love it. You know, I love to speak the computer language. And if most of you knows the books or whatever that will help me, that I will read, that will elevate me to succeed in my dream place, put it on the comment below so that I will go and look for it. Or video or teachings where I'm learning Python backend development. You know, so for most of you that knows it, I would like to make it. It's not easy. It's very difficult place. Look at my age now. So, so thank you for watching and remain blessed, my people. Bye-bye.